So I have a kiln opening in the baby kiln, but it's disappointing. I'm gonna tell you why. There's 3 pots in there, just 3, which that's fine. You know, it's a small kiln. 3 pots, completely acceptable. I peeked and the top shelf has 1 pot on it. I'm not happy. Didn't look good. It was the first time trying the frozen pond technique, and everybody who's done it told me what they did, and I did exactly what they did, and it didn't work out. And I'm doing this kiln opening because a lot of times when you see me do things, it comes out perfect, or you think it comes out perfect. But the reality of making pottery is there's a lot of fails before you get to success. I have been making pottery for, oh my gosh, 24 years, teaching for 18. And I actually started making pottery 36 years ago, but I don't count that because that wasn't like in a full-time capacity. So in all those years that I've been making pottery, there's been a lot of failures because that's how we learn, right? We have to fail to succeed. And it's not fun to fail. And nobody wants to fail in front of everybody. And God forbid you do it on social media. Now, I know this first time I had like an 80% chance of failure. So what? I'll do another. I don't care. All right, let me quit talking. Let's take a look and see what we got in here. I already saw. So this is the 4th of July kiln opening. And this was gonna be what we were gonna do this week on Live at 5, but I decided not to do the broadcast because I had a lot of personal stuff going on. Plus, I'm gonna take a little bit of downtime. All right, so there's the frozen pond technique not happening. What's going on here? So I have 3 coats of obsidian on the entire piece. That's what you do. And then 2 coats of textured amber, and that starts at about here and goes in. And then I used running hot chowder for the center, and it was 1 coat of each. And I did 1 coat of each, but if you look, you really can't see it. It's kind of blah. So I think it's 1 coat of each with an asterisk after it. And that asterisk would be, how thick is your glaze? My glaze was runny as running hot chowder. First time I ever used running hot chowder, first time trying this technique. So it failing, not a big deal. Is this a nice bowl? Oh my gosh, yes. This is a gorgeous bowl. It's a beautiful black bowl with some little slightly frozen pond dots in the bottom. So is it a fail? Not really. It's gorgeous. It didn't come out the way that I planned, but so what? And this is the thing in pottery that sets us up for failure. It's these preconceived ideas or notions of what our pottery is going to look like before it's finished. So you see something out there and you're like, I'm going to make that. And you go ahead and do it. And you put it in the kiln and you take it out and it isn't the thing you thought it was going to be. So in your mind, is that bad? No, it's not. Look at it as its own thing. Appreciate what you actually have in your hands and what you have made. I'm gonna try again. I'll get it right. You know I'm gonna. I mean, that's how I roll. But I still have a beautiful black bowl, and it does have a little bit of smoky merlot on the outside. You see that? Little purpley happening there. That's nice. And there are some nice undertones. The rim is sweet. Look at that. That's a little seaweed and running hot chowder and a little smoky merlot. So the bowl actually is really beautiful. Although it's not like the super popular frozen pond technique that everybody's doing. I don't care. Okay, so there's that bowl, which some people might be sad and think it's a failure and then throw it away or whatever. And that's not at all what I'm going to do because it's still a beautiful bowl. The next thing I have down here is the test plate with the Speedball new underglazes. So I got the 12 new underglazes from Speedball that just came out. I didn't even look at it yet. Does it look nice? Is it upside right? There's the colors. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on to actually see it because, you know, that's the other thing. 24 years of making pottery, you'll need glasses. Okay, all right, so let's take a look at these colors and everything. And wow, those are pretty nice colors if we take a look at them. We'll start just here. Bubblegum, burnt orange, chocolate. The chocolate looks good. caramel, sunflower, spring yellow. That one is honeydew, which is interesting. It's very blue, not honeydew greeny at all. This one is robin's egg, which, yeah, this one emerald, more tealy, but that's okay. And then cool gray and charcoal, and you can definitely see a tone difference between cool gray and charcoal. Now the way I applied these underglazes is I did 1 coat to the entire section, 2 coats to 2/3 of the section, and 3 coats to 1/3 of the section. I know, math, right? So we can see what it looks like when it's thin, where it's 2 coats, which is usually what I do, and then where it is for 3 coats. And I think 3 coats, if you want nice opaque coverage, can work. You know, I do a lot of staining and a lot of watered down uses of the underglazes. So for me, I like seeing the light tones. Overall, they look really nice. I did 1 coat of clear 2167. You can see it's written right there. And I wrote that with an underglaze pencil. And I signed the back with just underglaze. I just wrote my name on the back. And then I did black underglaze. This is also Speedball's black underglaze. I also did the rim with the black underglaze because 1, I like the way it looks, but 2, we could compare it to the charcoal so I could see how that black, and I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it definitely is more black. So there's that test plate, which that's good. That's good. That's good information to have too, because when we do things and use products, you know, down the line, I'm going to need a pink, and Speedball has 3 pinks. So now I know what the bubble gum is going to look like. So that's good. I'm glad with that. All right, there's one thing left, and I absolutely forgot what it is. No idea. I don't have any idea. None at all. Does anybody know what's in here? Oh, the lemon bread plate. Oh my gosh, I forgot. It's so cute. It's not very big at all. So when I was doing all the toast plates, it's so cute. That is super cute. So this right here was made with Tucker Smooth Stone speckled clay. See, there's specks in the clay. The toast shape was made with a cutter from De La Design Gifts. Really great product. Love it. I was gonna see if they were nearby, I'd grab it, but it's not. And then the lemons and the lemonade pitcher are also from De La Design Gifts. And then the little dots are ones I just put in there myself. So after I made it, I went ahead and bisque fired it. When it was bisqued, I did a black underglaze wash on the whole thing with Speedball black underglaze. And then I went ahead and colored in the yellow with Colors for Earth, is what I used for there. And then the green was also Colors for Earth color concentrates. I'm pretty sure I did this in a tutorial, so if you go and watch that tutorial, you can see how this was made. What do you think? It's little. It's a little plate. It looks so big though. Look how big my plate is. Yeah, it's not. The back has a little alumina hydrate on it because the shelf that I fired on had some. It's really easy to take care of. I will just take a damp sponge and watch. That's it. It's clean. But when I signed this, I used Speedball black underglaze that I applied to the surface, and I tried to make it look like a loaf of bread, like a toast, sort of. And I named it Lemon Bread Plate. See? I don't know what that is. Little goober on there. I'll have to pull that off. I don't know what that is. But that's the lemon bread plate. So when I make these, I name each one of them. So cute. So we have in this kiln what some would consider a fail, but a spectacularly beautiful bowl. This would be great for ramen or chili or beef stew or popcorn. So many things you could do with it. And I think this is a rounded rim that I did tutorial, like where we actually really round that rim over and make a nice serviceable rim, because I have a pet peeve about bowls. When you get this really beautiful bowl that has this teeny tiny thin rim and you bump it and it chips, I like my rims to be rims. Like I really want them to hold up to decades of use. I have pots that I made over 20 years ago that I'm still using, and I want this bowl to be used, whoever's using it, at least that long. So that bowl was in it. 3 things, I know, should be more, right? Test plate. This is a spherical triangle shape that I used from GR Pottery Forms, so I didn't use one of my rim templates for that. And then this bread plate. Pretty good, I think. So there we have it. Kiln opening. I guess I'll put this up for 4th of July. And you guys will get it as the 4th of July kiln opening. Besides, I'm in red. So we got to be patriotic here. All right. Let me know what you think about that frozen pond technique. I'm late to the bandwagon with it. I know everybody's been using it. I just want to give a shout out. I believe it's Kathy McGuire. That is the first one that used that a year or so ago. And I want to make sure that everybody knows that I'm not trying to steal anybody's thing. And I'm going to give her credit for it and all that. So check her out. I believe she's on Instagram. I don't think I follow her, but I think I might have to go find her now so that I can send you all to her. But she does a lot, and I know a lot of people out there are doing the frozen pond technique. So check that out too. I will keep at it, and I'll do another piece, and I'll get it right eventually. Just not today. And again, who says that's not right? Yeah, I love it. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody.